Good morning. It's Vijay here. It's Wednesday, 4th of September 2024. In the morning, I tried to do a podcast, but it did not go through. Now the technical problem seems to have been sorted out. And while I wrote about it, now here I'm doing a special analysis on whether we are in a bull market or we are at the beginning of a bear market. Now, if you really, because you see what has happened is last 14 days, the markets have gone up and the bulls have been thinking that the market, the rise will go on forever, whereas the bears have been frustrated. And today, the first day when they got a chance to attack the market, simply because yesterday the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and S&P all collapsed, and the collapse actually was triggered by Nvidia. And at the end of the day, we found out that Nvidia is being investigated by the Department of Justice. The markets opened down. Also, the Japanese finance minister, the BOJ chair, said that he will raise interest rates if necessary. So that caught the fancy of the bears in Japan. And I think at this point of time, we are 1500 and odd 0.4% lower in Japan. Hong Kong is down more than 1%. Across the board, Asia is down. Yesterday, we had Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and all down more than 1%. I think it was approximately 1.5% in Dow Jones, 2% in S&P, and 3% in Nasdaq. Now, if you really look at what is happening in the US futures continue to go lower because the news on the DOJ for investigating Nvidia came after market hours. So one would have expected bloodbath in the Indian market. As we speak, Indian market is down very, very much lower vis-a-vis what has happened everywhere. In fact, the opening lows have held in Nifty as well as in Bank Nifty. And while Bank Nifty was about 400 points down and Nifty was down more than 200 points, now they have recovered to be around 150 points down on the Nifty and about 300 points on the Bank Nifty. Now, yesterday, Bank Nifty showed strength. So one would have thought that it will continue the strength. And today is also the weekly settlement of Bank Nifty. So there could be a chance for some short covering is what one thought yesterday evening. However, all plans have been nullified for the day when we saw what happened in the US. And what is surprising is that despite gloom and doom everywhere, we are holding up well as of now. Of course, anything can happen because the most logical thing which most people would trade would be on the short side, sell on rallies or sell on strength, as I call it, SOS, rather than do BTFD. Now, today, people may hesitate to do BTFD, but some people seem to be doing. Otherwise, we wouldn't have seen the morning low being held as we speak. So that is very interesting day today. So what I feel is that the morning lows and the morning highs are the Lakshman Rekhas. And if anything happens I will just share with you the screen of where we are. If you take it here, see the Nifty, the morning low is about 25,083 and the morning high is about 25,158. So these are the Lakshman Rekhas. Any way which it goes this way, that way, probably market will do the same thing in that same direction. But I would expect about 20 minutes trading above the upper Lakshman Rekha and 20 minutes below the lower Lakshman Rekha. So many times the market confuses us, especially it's an important day for the Bank Nifty. So one has to tread cautiously. As of now, it looks like they are buying on declines. Whereas if you look at Dow Jones yesterday, Dow Jones kept on coming down. You see, it kept on coming down, and only at the fag end it rose. Same thing happened with S&P. Through the day, it kept on coming down, and then only last 15 minutes it went up. This is a 5-minute chart. Then you have Nasdaq also coming lower through the day. Now you look at Nikkei, for instance. Nikkei is down from morning, and it is just now taking some break from the downtrend and trying to go up. You look at Hang Seng. Hang Seng tried to fight. It also made its low about 1 hour into the trading. It went up, then again it has been beaten. But Hang Seng is looking very interestingly poised vis-a-vis Nikkei. The best of them is the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, which are, you'll see, the morning lows have held as of now. Same thing with Sensex too. Sensex is slightly weaker, but that is where we are. Then in terms of futures, everything is down across the globe. So we should watch today very carefully. Now, people jumped around, said market is overheated, and therefore there will be a crash. And the crash is beginning yesterday, or the last week, and today. And various things were put forward. But finally, as we speak, only today the market has come down. Only today it has come down, and whether it will stay down, we don't know. So people are expecting a 1,500 point fall immediately, and then the bear market beginning soon after. Because the last time we went in August, a low was hit was around 23,900 and odd on the Nifty. So about 1,300 points will be the support, and they're expecting 1,500 points, which means lower low. So that's very difficult to call. But whatever analysis I have done and whatever history has suggested as far as the Fed rate interests are concerned, it looks like a pause that refreshes. It doesn't mean that it will not fall tomorrow, on Friday, or on Monday, for a week, for 10 days, for even 3 weeks. But I believe, based on analysis, I have the same amount of confidence that we are most likely to get a parabola, and we should see higher highs coming much sooner than September 18th, when the Fed is supposed to be meeting. So on this optimistic note, I am going ahead and looking for bargains to buy. It is quite possible that what looked bargain for me now may go down further, but I'll be very selective in my stock picks. It is not that I'm going to go and buy indices. I'll buy stocks which look interesting, especially in the banking sector and especially in the pharma sector. And today, Reliance and HDFC Bank are doing well, incidentally. Now, why are they doing well? I don't know, because globally the markets are down. Yesterday also, when our markets are up, Reliance and HDFC Bank did not do anything. So I will look into those kind of stocks, and I will buy a little bit and try to accumulate either on further weakness or on further strength. It is not that, I'll wait for weakness, and if weakness doesn't come, I'll still buy on strength. Whatever I buy now, I'll buy on strength. If weakness comes, I'll buy on weakness. So I am open to buying Bank Nifty, certain stocks, and stocks like Reliance, and just ride this with the confidence that in a time when Fed reduces interest rates, risk assets have always gone up. I don't see any difference this time. It is not different this time, in my opinion. Even the FIs have bought yesterday, DIs have bought. I think people who know history are buying. Now, they could also be wrong. There could always be a first time. But what are the odds? The odds are that there's a chance of it going up. See, for instance, it can still come to 20,000. That's what most people are expecting. But it can also go to 30,000. We are at 25. So the odds are that it will go to 30,000 first and then come to 20,000. That is what I am thinking. Whether it goes to 30,000 or not, what I am saying is that it is likely to go up first higher than what we have seen yesterday, and then only probably come down in an intermediate trend or a long-term trend. I don't think, looking at the market, that it is ready to enter into bearish territory. There are a lot of bad news, which I will talk over this weekend. And what happened in 2007, that's a very interesting thing which I have how behaved when Fed reduced interest rates in India, how they behaved between September 18th and January 10th, when the market peaked out in 2008. January 10, 2008, market peaked out. But the final leg of the rally started on September 18th. I feel there is one final leg of rally, and it'll be very interesting to note how the final leg of the rally behaved. It went up by 37%. That's huge. I'm not saying it will go up by 37%, but what happened during the rally is very important to understand and not get either panic or euphoric based on either a big fall of even 1,000 points or a big rise of even 500, 800 points. So with this, I will end here. Whatever you do, I hope you're successful. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day. I am not a SEBI registered advisor. If you find this kind of analysis interesting, kindly like, share, and subscribe. We're yet to go and reach 1,000. We are at 950 now. The last 50. I'm looking forward with anticipation of you, friends. Thank you. It's Vijay here, signing off.